Hi, David Weck here. Today I'm going to teach you an exercise with the BOSU Elite that we call the Money Maker. It's like an ultimate primer for better squatting. We're going to also use the RMT clubs and we use those as a counterweight. I'll show you what the movement is and we'll break it down so you can do it. Counterweighting with the clubs, I'm going to choke up just about 3 inches on the handles. My toes are behind what we call the power line. We'll zoom in a minute and give you detail, but here's what the move looks like. I squat down with a counterweight of the clubs, then I bring one club over and touch the back of my shoulder, bring it down, bring the other club, touch the shoulder, bring it back out. Now, both clubs, same time, all the way back and to here and come up. The result from doing that exercise is, boom, instantly better ground-based squats. It's profound. 3 to 5 repetitions will do it every time. So let's break this down now. So come on in, we'll show you where exactly the feet are on this. So you can see my toes are behind what we call the power line. That power line is going to position my foot in this unique dynamic dorsiflexion. Dorsiflex means the heel is lower than the ball of the foot. But because of the dome shape, the ball of the foot, the medial ball, and the big toe become the highest support, and that's where I have to maintain my balance, otherwise I'm going to have to step off. So this is my athletic sweet spot right here. Ball of the foot, big toe is the athletic sweet spot. I always have to be able to balance through that if I want to have my athletic advantage. The instant I'm out of here, boom, I lost it. I'm no longer as athletic. But I still need to capture the full power of the posterior and the full power through the heel. And that's what this unique shape and its firmness, which creates this unique form of resistance, that's what it does. So that's my setup with the feet. Counterweighting with the clubs to help me pull myself down. And look at my lower back. Take it to the side just a little bit. When you see my lower back, see how it's perfect in this position? The difference between being on the BOSU Elite and being on the ground is that on the ground, eventually at some depth, most people are going to wink that butt. Back around, pelvis will tilt posterior, and that's eventually going to happen at some depth for most people. On the BOSU Elite, we flip it around and we keep the center perfect throughout, and we start working on the base to teach the base to serve the perfect center, as opposed to going out of a perfect center to serve the base like we do when we're on the ground, where we don't have any give to the ground. So here it's going to create this neural coordination to maintain perfection and start gaining the range of motion, strength, flexibility, and coordination through the base. Profound. So now when I pull it down into the depth of the squat, my heels will rise up a little bit. If you're more flexible, the heels will stay lower. If you're less flexible, the heels will be higher. It's just very simple. First thing we do is nice and easy this counterweight. As I bring the weight here, I increase the demands on both the hip flexors, which have to pull me down and hold me into position, and the back extensors. So that combination of the hip flexors and the back extensors get really worked when I'm in this down low position with these counterweights. The RMT Club, because of its leverage, makes it the ideal training vehicle for getting this the best. You can do it with dumbbells or medicine ball or whatever, but it just doesn't work quite as well. So there, now the double club over, super hard. I'm really balancing my squat. Here, my upper back, my thoracic back, oh, it has to work super hard. And you can see I just basically reflexively came out of that because the counterweighting was so great. Now, again, we always come off of that moneymaker exercise. We go right to a ground-based test to see, did it make the ground-based squat feel more dialed in, more better? The answer has to be yes. Otherwise, we've done something wrong. We want to do that, repeat that over and over and over until that neural coordination results into structural adaptation. You just have organized the body to function better at a fundamental level. The Moneymaker squat with the BOSU Elite is one of the best exercises that you can do to improve the quality of your squats and your movement.